What's up, WWE Champions Universe? It's Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we are on the main account with over 60 of our very best friends on Twitch, and however many of you are also on YouTube. Hi, YouTube. How you doing? And we are power rating Liv Morgan, obLIVion. Rusty, why would we be looking at this character from last year to power rate her? What's the deal with that?
Great question, Lee. Side note, I just took my shoes off before this video because I want to get comfortable and enjoy this experience. Okay? Now, I'm on clean socks in case any of you foot weirdos out there are thinking thoughts. But here's why we're looking at here's why we're looking at obLIVion. The face you're making is so perfect. Here's why we're looking at obLIVion. She was a player's choice, voted superstar last summer 2023, right?
Yep.
So 2023 players voted her. They wanted a new Liv, they wanted a better Liv in the game than the one they had, so they voted for this, and they scopely released a Trickster, focused Trickster named Liv Morgan obLIVion. Since then, the majority of the community has gotten to I don't know, what would you call it? Inherit, win, grab,
Well,
claim.
they gave her away for free, which is, I mean, when did they give a top tier, S tier character for free?
They gave her away in those bags, those busted bags, a few months ago on accident. And then
Right, but then this week on the prize ball, or on the
we've
portal.
already given her away free, so let's just give her away free again, right?
Right,
So we got
yeah,
it
that's
second
true.
time. And there was an offer in the shop this week that you could take her straight to 6-star for a couple of bucks. And we got a brand new moment this week called Summer of Champions 2023. And it's a universal moment, which makes it applicable in every format. One of the most valuable things they can give you. It's like a permanent plate for that superstar, right? So good stuff on Liv. And a lot of the community is also chasing her premium plate this weekend in Feud. It's on the Feud prize wall. So some of us are trying to Voltron, kind of an 80s term, right? Our obLIVion.
Yep. Yeah, I always call it the Megazord, but yes, Terry Funk next week. Yes, Baby Ice, you should be getting to, I believe, don't hold me in case it's subject to change, but the only one you're not getting free is Indy. Every of the other three.
But we've been getting free shards of Indy all month.
We have been getting shards of Indy, so maybe you can get there.
And a chance to pull her in those bags as well. So
right. Well, let me show you why this is such a big deal. Rusty already hit on it, but right here, Summer of Champions 2023, if you have any aspirations of getting anything else off the prize wall this month, the midweek prize wall, I would argue that this is the thing you should be prioritizing, period. This is the thing you should be because you are going to have Liv, you're going to have Terry Funk, you're going to have Cowboy Bob, and you might luck into Indy. And like Rusty said, universal moment. That means this works in every mode in the game, period. Multiply gems generated will increase their strength by 4. That's amazing on Terry Funk. That's amazing on Indy. Botch gems do 200% more damage. That's amazing on Cowboy Bob. Color turn gems do 75% more damage. That's a buff for this character right here that we're talking about. All gems do 100% more damage. So that does all of them well. All color moves that deal damage deal 100% more damage. That mostly impact Cowboy Bob. And then receive 50% less damage from all color gems. So for obLIVion here, 175% bonus right off rip for the moveset that we're going to show you here. Now, quick thought. I understand this is a 6-star moveset. I get it. She's worth taking to 6-star. But this is a 6-star moveset. And
to the moon.
You do need a trick for it, but I'll show you here. So, 7 MP red, obLIVion. Deal damage, increase your red gem damage by 200% for 1 turn, and then deal damage and make 36 color turn gems red. The Ripcord Knee Strike, deal damage, choose a 5x5 area to turn into color turn gems, and then the Running Drop Kick, deal damage, choose 6 gems to make red. In order to make this work, you do need this gal right here, Roxanne Perez. Green moves start with 4 more MP. Red moves start with 4 more MP. With her, that's 5 charge with your turn start. And you need 6 on green, 7 on red. So in order to get the red there, you're going to use Davey Boy Smith. Red gems do 45% more damage. Red moves start with 2. And in order to get the green there, you're going to need Santa Hogan. So that leaves 50% color turn damage with Hall of Fame Bret Hart. So the other tricks Rusty mentioned are, if you can get your hands on the Devon specs, whenever you make 6 or more color turn gems, increase all of your gem damage by 50%, and you can trigger this plate twice with this moveset. Plus, whenever you break 4 or more gems that are red, generate 10 random blue at the end with the Real American plate. You can do any sorts of things with this. You're going to break a bunch of red gems, so you can do red into black. You could do red into whatever, but there's not really another color turn plate that's accessible to everybody. You know, that's a cross-bake plate. This is a purple move, but it increases purple gems, so that doesn't really do much. This is trap, so on and so forth. So, I'm going to show her off. Rusty, what do you think she'll hit realistically?
Watch me. I legitimately, conservatively think with that plate, she might be up around 80 million.
Wow. Well, let's see. Because we're going to make 5x5 color turns. So let's look at our red gems. They start at 225. That's pretty decent. We're going to make the color turn gems right here. We'll put this right there. So now your red gems are 253. But wait, there's more. Because we're going to choose 6 gems to make red. We need 7 of them. So we need to match one other gem. I just...
Hit the buff. So you hit the buff so that you refill it and hit the buff a second time.
Yep. Oh, we almost cascaded. That would have been bad, but we didn't.
I'm on delay. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're okay. Well, you don't hit the buff because the buff will turn them red. So if you hit the last move, you end yourself there. But now we've made the plate go off twice. So that's 100% gem damage boost. So your red gems are doing 282, but your red gems that are on a color turn are 352. Now we're going to buff them 200% and make 36 of them into red right here.
I think you can hit the buff first, though, right? First, and then lay down your color change, and then choose your red, and then it refills, and then you lay down a mosaic of color change, and then you hit the buff again. I think.
Well, let's do that then, because heck yeah, this is like last week when you inceptioned me on what's her name, Maxine Dupree, where all of a sudden I was like, no, do this, and she works even better. All right, well then let's do that.
Maybe we're finding really our lanes. Is I'm the female superstar analyst and you're the male superstar analyst. Maybe that's our sweet spot.
Well, she did about 60 million with what I just did, so you're right. So let's do that. Let's hit the 200% first. Now let's turn some gems into color turn gems. There we go. Now let's reload our red moves with this. I should be able to... I like breaking the top row better than I like the side rows. Watch it cascade. It almost never cascades. Ooh, okay, we did it. All right, except for we lost one gem because the wild card landed in a spot I didn't want it to. But then you do that. That's the most, the least overlap, the most gems. So now we're doing... Oh, yeah. Now we're doing 1 million per gem. And we're about to buff them again. So now let's see what she does.
Come on. Come on home. Fish.
And we triggered that play. Oh, that's only 90 million. That's only...
Come on.
Only 90 million. Oh my gravy train. And do you know what, Rusty? That's actually not her top end damage. You know why? You know why?
I would, well, you see, you could throw on a sheriff's badge and get a little more juice out of that orange.
That would be one reason right there. So we're done with what we're going to power rate her at, because now we're starting to add things she doesn't need. She doesn't need these, let's be clear, but they're going to be fun just because, right? So
Ladies like a lot of jewelry, don't they? Give them an extra plate. A little bling.
So yeah, if we were to throw out this sheriff's badge right here, but there's one more trick. If you're willing to use a prop, or if you have a mid lane bonus, instead of Davy Boy Smith, if you're willing to use a prop, which I think I am more than willing, you can sub out for this guy right here, and all of a sudden now you're doing 100% color turn damage instead of 45% red gem damage. This does not start loaded turn 1, however, because it's 7 MP and you've only got 6 showing, right? So without tour perks, so in feud, you would have to have a line bonus, but other than that, still does it. Still does it.
And that won't affect her readiness score, because
No.
that's us really going for, additional things.
Right. Yeah, she needs Roxanne. She really benefits from the Devon plate. So that's already 2 things on her readiness. Other than that, everything else is pretty straightforward. I'm going to have to do it down the side here. Let's hope it doesn't cascade.
Lee, you can also do a 3 and a 3. What a lot of times with Liv, I make 3 on the left vertical, and then I make 3 at the top right vertical or horizontal, and then I'm just 3-3, and it refills both red moves.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well,
but the real big hit comes from what you just did with the layering of the gems, like the old Shotzi effect, right?
Right. Yeah. So over 90 million, easy turn 1. As long as you don't cascade, you're hitting 80 to 90 million. What if you swap for the steel red? Not the prop. Well, if you swap out the steel red, you mess up her moveset. Hold on, let me look at this real quick, Belusky, and then
you would take out the green make red move, assuming they had a red to steal and refill you.
Steal up to 5 MP from each of your opponent's red moves. Oh yeah, so if they have a red move, then yeah, that is going to be more accessible. You wouldn't need the extra with it. Yeah, I mean, it is very specific to red gem people, but yes, that does work. And if they have enough red MP, theoretically you could steal it and do it a couple more times. But either way, now we're just saying how big of a shoe do we want to step on this ant with, because it's a big boot that we just stepped down with. I'll tell you that. So before we go into the power rating, let me just give you her trainer ability now, and then I'll remind you later. 26k silence gems do 40% more damage, and moves that generate red will create 3 more red gems. So no MP, Rusty. Sorry, but she does have silence gem damage. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I didn't click that off before I transitioned. My apologies for the random music in the middle of this. But power.
I don't think I've ever used her before in an entourage. So
I haven't either.
I've used her in feuds a ton, but I don't think I've ever used her in a entourage.
Right. Well, let's look at the 2 objective scales here real quick. For damage, yes, she can hit more than 60 million. She can do so easily, even if you don't have the Bubba's Specs plate, just so you know. I'm sorry, not Bubba's, Devon's. So even without the Devon's plate, she's still easily going to hit over 60 million damage. That is a 5 out of 5 out of 5. Also, at least 2 of the following are true for speed. Her MP charge is equal to or lesser than 6 MP, so that actually would be 7 on those. However, moves recycle flawlessly, so that's 1 condition that's true. Animations are quick, that's 2 conditions that are true. And she will win in feud in under 45 seconds. I mean, and then some. So 5 out of 5 on speed. So now we're on readiness. For readiness, for a 5, character needs 0 to 1 special things to work. She needs Roxanne, That's one special thing. Or she could also have the Devon spec, but she doesn't need it to hit 60 million. For a 4, character needs 2 special things. That's a plate, a gear, a moment. Don't forget the moment. Rare trainer to make them work. A character needs 3 special things for a 3. So I think we can safely put her in one of those 3 numbers. I don't think we need to read the 2, but
Poll is going live.
Thank you. Keep in mind, she does not need the Devon's plate to hit 60 million. Right. She does need the moment and Roxanne.
Well, I was going to say, I'm not even so sure she needs the moment, because I was hitting probably 45 million before the moment came out. Okay. But what she does need is Roxanne. That's essential. You can't run this moveset without her. So
at least not turn 1. That's for sure.
Right.
Yeah, and if you don't destroy him turn 1, it does not recycle. So that is, unless you use the break red, get green plate, and then you're still off. So she's one. Right. She's like a William Regal. You want the boot to drop turn 1 and just move on.
Yeah, I like her a lot. I voted 4, but I also bring props into battle just in case.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, the community agrees with you largely. 4. Largely a 4. I would agree. I mean, she doesn't need the moment, maybe, but I mean, dang, 175% bonus damage to her. That's in all modes. Oof. If you don't have the moment, get the moment. Like, that should be your focus this month. If you're me, I already grabbed it. That was my one thing that if I could grab it off the prize wall, I was going to do. As soon as it came out, I didn't have enough right away, but then the next midweek event hit, and I grabbed it as soon as I possibly could. So, yeah. But you do want Roxanne. That's the big, sweaty, hard part of it I don't like. So, all right. Anyway, versatility. Characters competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown, and character has a special gem type that will help it in boss, extreme rules, and we haven't put it on there, but also gem mania now. That's a 5. For a 4, characters competitively usable in at least 2 of the following: feud, boss, and showdown, and character has a special gem type that helps in boss, extreme rules, and gem mania. And for a 3, characters competitively usable in 1 mode: feud, boss, or showdown. Character may occasionally be a sleeper in boss. I don't think we need to work on the 2 or the 1, because she's definitely at least one of those 3 numbers. Rusty, what do you think?
Poll is live. So here's my thing, right? Now that we've got a universal moment for her, I'm voting 5 in versatility, because although she does not have a great showdown link, that's about the only thing I can say that I don't love about this character.
Yeah, I would agree. I think she'll do fine in showdown. I mean, again, it depends on what the conditions of showdown are. But as long as you've got Roxanne, she'll be fine. But to Belusky's point, who was it? Derek's point, she's competitively a 5 in everything unless you don't have Roxanne, and then you're in trouble.
And if you don't have the specs plate, the Santa's muscles works really well for recycling. Yeah. Keeps it going. If it goes to turn 2, you'll be fully reloaded and ready.
Wow. We have a tie. Low vote, 50-50. Though. Low vote on this one. 50-50. Half say 5, half say 4. Dang. Where's Baby Ice? Where's our arbitrator in this?
I actually voted in this lead. Did you?
I did not, but I don't know how to break that one, because I could see her as a 4. I could see her as a 5. Brother Ray says, forgot to vote. It's a 4. There we go. That'll cast the deciding vote. You voted 3, which would bring down the average. So yeah, I think that's fair. To have her as a 4 there. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate you guys throwing in there. And then last thing here is entourage ability. Entourage ability is 40% trainer ability, 40% damage to silence, and +3 red gem creation. For a 5, that would need to be an essential trainer ability that adds something to a lot of characters that you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, a widely used trainer or coaching ability helps the character it's being used on reach their full potential. And for a 3, a niche trainer or coaching ability may not be used much but valuable when needed. For a 2, it really just adds something you're missing if you have to, because other trainers would do it better. And thank you, Baby Ice, for being our arbitrator. The 4s win. We were all good. No Muda shenanigans on this one so far.
Poll is live. Entourage ability. I mean, it's not great. I've never used it. And I'm really high on this character.
Yeah. Do you see Derek's and Mike's comment, though? Gem Chuckers just got a huge buff in Gemmania. Yeah.
It's true. It's true. I mean, like, Big John Studd does what she does, but a little better, right? So, doesn't he do 4 red?
Yeah, but he doesn't do silence gem. So if you ever have a silence red combination, but again, that's by definition niche again. So Bunder's Muta shenanigans. So Baby Ice became our arbitrator because we power rated Muta in the 6 silver era and gave him a 20 out of 25. And ever since then, Baby Ice has let us know, hey, that is not right. That is not okay. Out of all the ones we've done of these power ratings now, that's the one you got wrong. And so we re-power rated Muta a week or two ago for the 6 gold era, and Baby Ice was absolutely correct. 24 out of 25, our highest rating we've ever given on a power rating. So, what's up, the great 7805? How are you? Yeah, no worries, Bunders. I mean, I don't expect you to have to know. I just, let's explain. If my tone is off, I've had a very frustrating week. I spent money on polls that I shouldn't have spent, and they were duds.
Right.
Like duds,
Right.
duds. And then I did a power rating for Powerhouse. Or not a power rating. Should you take Sammy, Powerhouse Sammy 6-star gold? Because that was the only real hit I got out of that money that I spent on Player's Choice, and the answer was a resounding no. He is not good at 6 gold. So I was a little deflated right before I hopped on stream. So, anyways. Well, Rusty, the 3s won. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think that's fair. Very fair.
Is that where you would have put her?
That's why, I voted 3. Yep.
Okay. So we got 10, 14, 18, 19, 20, 21. Right in line with a lot of the other top characters that are around her. 21 out of 25. So.
Well, and you got to consider this character is at least a year old now, right?
Yeah.
Maybe exactly a year.
Exactly
that's
a year.
Very fair score. It's a very promising score for someone that debuted in 2023.
Yeah, and that moment, my goodness, just makes all the difference. Like we can hit what's his name, Terry Funk, with this. We can hit Indy with this, and just see where those characters are at. But I would say I think obLIVion, maybe Indy benefited the most, but I think obLIVion is right. I mean, I don't know, all 4 of them. That moment is just stinking insane, and oof. Bunders, this is our first power rating for this live. We weren't content creators when she came out last year, and so I don't have Twitch app. Okay, you just spent a ton on him today. Forgive me if that is heartbreaking. It was for me. I hope I'm running him wrong. Let's just say it that way. Also, I don't have a drip plate. If you have the drip, his triple black is very spicy. So if you've got a drip plate, you might not be a lost cause like I am. Baby Ice, new poll, Team Liv or Team Cora? I have always been Team Liv on those. We have run Korra multiple times on stream, and while the person named TWIT on the Champions Chat server always shows that they're hitting 60 plus million with Korra, I can't get it to happen. I cannot get it to happen. Not fairly, anyway. Not without using things that a lot of people wouldn't be able to. So I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if it's just cherry picking screenshots. Even if so, I mean, she can hit hard. Liv always hits hard. So I am Team Liv, 100%, 100%. And I don't have Twitch app. Let's look at Powerhouse Sammy together at some point and see if we can make him hit. Because I don't want to be unfair, because he is a top tier character. At least he should be. So Team Liv from the beginning. All right, Rusty, I think we nailed that one. Is there anything else we need to say on her other than make sure you get the moment?
I'm sorry for going off cam for a minute. My little dog was on our dinner table trying to eat the Chinese food that my kids left out, and I had to go deal with that. Little Jackie, we don't want him to get a hold of the orange chicken. That'd be bad news. So,
Orange chicken.
had a dog, a Panda Express emergency. But
You're good.
Hey, most of us have obLIVion. Most of us have been trying to decide whether or not she was better than Cora Jade, because they both dropped around the same time.
Yep.
Undeniably now, obLIVion is better than Cora Jade. She takes first place in that Liv versus Cora debate. And this moment, come on, friends, play hard for it. This contest and this month, work up your obLIVion, and we'll see you on the next power rating, my friends.
See you later. She might be my favorite Trickster female at this point too. Just all across the
board. I got my Bojangles Heart Foundation collectible cup today.
Nice.